This is Deb Helfrich. You can see it in my face, right? Something has taken away my health. I was at the Carnegie Museum and two bitches started smoking directly in the path of the wind. It's a public place with children running around. Human entitlement is going to self-extinct this species in 30 years. And I don't even have 30 days. No, when this shit happens, I've spent a decade working on my health only to have selfish utterly everything that's wrong on earth is due to human activity. We have caused so much fucking havoc. The thing is, really matters that I do my work. I'm gonna die of a completely preventable financial death. Because no one has any fucking time to talk to me! This is why the red-headed She-Hulk has to exist. You have to understand what we have done to our species. Precious human lives across the globe are dying from excess carbon monoxide. The very fundamental thing we require, clean air, has been taken from our species. When people start erupting without any idea what's going on, it's carbon monoxide. It's not just out in the far atmosphere, it's in the near and air we breathe. After being homeless and doing so much to try to contribute to a better world, I think this was the push off of the abyss. It is gonna take my body it would have typically taken my body an entire week to deal with that amount of smoke inhalation. Sitting in my car, I don't know. It's such a strong place too. I'm on day 4 of a fast. The energy pulsing through my body was as fast as the beat was, which I hadn't been able to do with the gluten inflammation for weeks. We have to deal with these stressors. And our society teaches us to numb with the goddamn nicotine, the alcohols and shits. And every episode like this that doesn't get processed fully, okay? You see me, to myself, creating a documentary scene. This is fully processing it. What I know about being human, it's so crucial. It is an entirely coherent, holistic theory of energy, potential, and well-being. And it helps us understand we as individuals are not at fault. It is always the environment. We are operating under a faulty Western thought tradition from Rene Descartes. I think, therefore I am. The Cartesian split separated mind, body, and sent soul off to the organization of pedophiles. Separation of church and state, huh? No, that didn't cause immense harm and trauma. It didn't create generations of abused children. Yes, it did. Not thinking straight. Being human has body, mind, and soul. You cannot have all of this tech proliferating without us having a clear conception of what consciousness is. The tech will annihilate us. Not in the singularity. I'm the biological singularity. If I manage to stay the fuck alive, I'm gonna show you. But I am also never, ever, ever gonna stop Incredible Hulk raging at smokers. I will do my best to optimize my health. But I am the redhead in the coal mine. I am telling you, this is happening to everyone else. You want to talk about a cytokine storm? It is the smoke and the chemicals that are, they're disrupting our signaling. We are electromagnetic beings. The philosophical hypothesis of bioelectricity is an academic discipline that we need with the quickness. We need to understand we're not very special, and understand that we're incredibly special, and that we're the ones that have created every single catastrophe on Earth. The only thing I can accept are earthquakes. We ain't have much to do with earthquakes. Like deep core earthquakes. I mean, not some of these surface, like the splits and shit. We caused them too. Tsunamis, you know. We're changing the entire global weather pattern, so, you know. Wildfires, definitely. I mean, natural disasters. We're responsible. And I am responsible for how I dealt with going to those people. And I had every intention of speaking reasonably. And the look of condensation, that was a Jungian slip. Condensation and superiority. That's the fucking problem with smokers. You can't fucking talk to them. First of all, I can't be fucking near them. I mean, this was, I can't even describe, I'm not good at distances. But it was, "50 feet away, on a different level of the outdoor terrace. Just like right now, the wind's blowing And when I saw that look of like, I'm going to defend my right to smoke, I lost it. Because what about the right to free, clean air? What about the right to clean air? Who's getting outraged about what our society is forcing down our lungs? I spent a decade of my life avoiding harming other humans by redheaded She-Hulk raging. There's just nothing I can do but rage. This is the conundrum of hulking, because you can now hear the congestion. Now I'm fully congested. There's just I'm finding difficulty breathing. And by the way, I walked 10 minutes away at least. Composing my thoughts, allowing the adrenaline and cortisol, everything that's happening physiologically is truth. We can't fix this world until we understand what humans are. We are not the only possessor of consciousness. We do not have a special kind of consciousness. We have special organs of perception and transmission. Receiving and transmitting. Our organs of receiving and transmitting are the pinnacle of evolution so far, as we know. That's the difference. And that is why the environment matters, because physiologically, we are not biochemically primarily, biochemistry is not our primary operating system. Biochemistry is like all of the apps. Oh, that's a good analogy. I don't really enjoy the computer analogies, but I'm sitting here on campus, so I might as well. The chaos of the app universe is precisely the labyrinthian, nothing talks to anything. Don't tell me, if you were to monitor your time, that these apps have done anything but steal all your time to help a human who is the she Einstein of consciousness, the she Socrates of changing critical thinking. Stop with all this judgment and be believing that complex thinking is analytically creative. That's what humans are. We're analytically creative. We need work, meaningful work that challenges our brain, that puts us in flow, that puts us in altered states of consciousness. You know, and the only altered states of consciousness we experience as adults in the U.S. of hypocrisy on a regular basis are sex and rage. You see the parallel? And that's not sufficient. That's not how our bodies were designed to operate. When we were hunters and gatherers, we lived in flow, and then we rested a lot. When you are living in flow, as I've done since March 2019, every day, if my physiological, environmental triggers are not sending me into overwhelm, and even when they do, I can sometimes, right here, right now, get into trance endogenously to process the Lou Ferrigno coming out. Like always, I can't see how long this has been. And I really would like to know how long this has been, because I'm not done talking. I think I'm done recording. 15 minutes. We'll continue onward.